Hello, welcome to the Resilient Rebel Teacher Reset. This is part one. We're going to do a walkthrough of what is exactly in my planner to set you up for the best school year. And the best school year starts with planning for you or for me. We need to take care of ourselves first so that we can help others. And this planner was designed with that in mind. It is going to have 5 different sections or 5 different videos, but also 5 different sections in the planner just to set you up for success for the school year. We're not thinking about curriculum. We're not thinking about students. We're not even thinking about our classroom. We're thinking about us and we're planning for us. So this is my favorite cover. You can see that I've labeled it with the months here. But if you bought a copy of this, you can just crack it open and we're going to go through it step by step together. If you have not bought it, I'm going to do a top-down view so that you can go with it with us. It's currently on sale on Amazon. It's $42. It is packed and will be so helpful for you, for your planning and you as a teacher, but also for you and your mental health throughout the year. So I would highly suggest you buy it. They're still on sale. There's still many of them. So check it out. I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, I hope you have your planner. You should have a bunch of different colors, whatever pen or marker is your favorite. Make sure you have a black or a pencil so that you can use the colors for things that you want to stand out. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna first, before you do this, we're going to first label your planner. Remember, it doesn't need to be beautiful. We're working for done, not perfect. So Amy Bowker, you know my email, amybowker@gmail.com. I did put my phone number in there because if I lose this, I probably will cry. So I would put your phone number and your email in there, okay? So just a little bit about me, the school year. So we're gonna head right to prep work. So I'm gonna get pink. Pink's my color, I guess. Just to sort of go through this with you, and I'm gonna underline for myself because I'm a forgetful person. So we are working on self-care. So we're gonna be going through different self-cares. And as you see, they have different colors up here, and that's what the colors are for. So we'll go through it together. So unlocking wellness. Throughout the next pages, explore 8 different types of self-care. Who knew that there was 8? I did not know before learning about that. So highlight or check the ones that you should do to feel your best or that interest you. Please choose at least 2 to 3 different self-care strategies for each type. Then use the monthly calendar throughout the planner to plan at least one type of self-care so you can feel your best. Reuse monthly to plan and prioritize your well-being. So reuse, right, every month. As we navigate the whirlwind of our profession, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of our job and forget about taking care of ourselves. That is 100% true for me. But just like we encourage our students to prioritize self-care, we need to do the same for ourselves. Here are some gentle reminders and ideas for different types of self-care that can help us stay energized, resilient, and fulfilled. Remember that we can't pour from an empty cup. Prioritizing self-care, we not only take better care of ourselves, but we become a more effective and compassionate educator, that's for sure. So let's go through this. So I'm literally going to circle, or you can highlight whatever you feel comfortable with, ones that feel important for you. So there's a bunch of examples. If these examples don't work, you can, of course, create your own, or you could chat GPT, a bunch of different options, whatever you want. Okay, so physical, desk yoga and stretching. I feel like this would be really good with my students, just to do some stretching throughout the day. nutritious snacks and meals. Definitely, that's really important. I plan to meal prep throughout the year on Sunday night, so I'm going to do that. Water bottle. Yes, I did buy, I don't know if you can see it, this gigantic water bottle that keeps my water cold, and I've been chugging it, which is really good. So I'm going to bring that to school. Bedtime routine. Yes, like all of these things for sure are really important. Brain breaks, checkups with your doctor, healthy recipes. So I'm going to be doing meal prep on weekends, sorry. Not so good with the good posture, but we can try, or join a fitness class. So these are all awesome, and I should probably do a bedtime routine. You know, we all need to be doing brain breaks with our students for sure. We should all be doing all of these really, but I'm going to add schedule fitness. So I've been trying to lift weights and do some yoga. So I'm going to try and schedule that in, even if it's like 10-20 minutes a day. Like, I just feel so much better. Also, I want to start walking to school. Not every day, but for most days. Okay, so these are some of the ones that are going to be good for me. Of course, this is not going to be, we're not going to do all of these all at once, right? So just pick the ones that pique your interest. Okay, so I'm going to change, we're going to go to emotional self-care. So mindfulness and meditation is huge. I really need to get back to doing that a lot. I think that's something really important that we can teach our students as well, and something we can do in class with them. Check-ins with a trusted colleague or mentor. So I have some friends that we get together once a month and sort of just talk about really just life, but also educator things or things we're frustrated about. A self-care journal, that's not for me. Hobbies and activities, yeah, so I've been really trying to amp up my hobbies, and I have like 4 unfinished projects that I'm surrounded by right now, so I need to do that. Workshops and seminars, yeah. Start your end your day with a few minutes of journaling. So that's something that this journal does have in it. If you flip forward to the days, so it does have a mood tracker and best parts. So that's something that, you know, Monday morning, how am I feeling? At the end of the day, how am I feeling? So it's a little quick journal thing to think about and watch my energy, right? And just looking at the best parts, thinking about gratitude or things you're proud of that day, keep you energized as well. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. We're going to talk about boundaries coming up, but definitely self-compassion and affirmations. Yep. Calming space, deep breathing. Yeah. So I actually have a podcast, and I'm having meditations come out every single week. It's called Resilient Rebels Podcast, and you might want to check that out. Just all about teacher stuff and what's going on. Social self-care, a teacher support group. That's something that I'm trying to start with Resilient Rebels. I think that's really important for us to have a community. If you don't have a community in your school, you know, just feel like you're not alone. Volunteer for school events or committees. I'm gonna not do that one. I think I have enough on my plate. Professional development conferences, that's just such like a high for me, so that's something that I would love to do. Outings and activities with friends and family for sure. Monthly teacher potluck or game night, that's a cute idea, but I'm gonna pass. Mentorship program, collaborate with colleagues. Yep. Attend professional conferences or workshops to network, for sure. Volunteer for community events. So I love that. I think teaching is enough for me. Intellectual self-care, so reading educational books. Yes, I have so many books I need to read. Online courses, I think that's too much for me. Book clubs. Definitely, I reflect a lot on how I'm teaching. Explore online platforms like TED Ed, educational webinars, participate in action research projects. I'd love to do that, but I don't think that our board really does that anymore with all the cutbacks. Okay, so those are my two. Spiritual, spend time in nature. Yes, please. Practice gratitude. That's something that I really need to start. I am not a religious person. Engage in activities, mindfulness for sure. I definitely need to do more meditation, gratitude jar. That might be cute with your students. It's just another thing to do though. Yeah, nature trails or parks, we do that. My family does that a lot. Okay, professional self-care. Create startup and shutdown routines. I have a resource for that. And that's something that I think need to think about for this upcoming school year for sure. Delegate tasks. I'm definitely trying to delegate a lot of tasks to my students this year. So what can they run? What can they do? What can they be in charge of? So yes. Advocate, of course. We are always advocating for ourselves. I hope we're asking for time off to do report cards or IEPs if we have a ton. We really need to advocate that the workload is too much. Regular breaks, that's something that I have a hard time with. And, you know, we're always rushing to get food. We're always rushing to go pee, you know, like it's just rush, rush, rush. And I find sometimes I just go on my phone and that's not letting my brain rest. So I really need to make sure that I take regular breaks off my phone and just sit or read or listen to music or something. Seek feedback, I do that. Regular self-assessment, I do that. Invest in professional development courses for sure, but it's just what, right? Advocate for policies. Join a professional learning community. I'm actually starting one with a colleague, so I'm excited about that. Environmental, organize and declutter your workspace. I don't right now have a classroom. I'm going back, so everything is cluttered in my basement and I need to bring it out. So I will hopefully work on being very clean when I start school. I am currently planting plants and bought some ridiculously cute mugs and stuff for my classroom. So I'm excited about that. I would love to do outdoor learning. I need to sort of look into it more. So for my classroom. So I'm excited about that. I would love to do outdoor learning. I need to sort of look into it more. There's always just so much to look into. I'm looking into ways to manage my paperwork a little bit more. Personalized classroom decor, that's a really cute idea. I think I'm gonna do that with my students, get them to bring in stuff. Calming corner, yes, I'm going to be my son had one of those IKEA tents that look like a caravan. So I've taken that from him. It was in the basement, he doesn't want it. And I'm gonna set that up as like a quiet corner as well. Plants and natural light, yes. Clean and safe learning environment. So yes, something I learned from my private school is that the students clean up. And I just love that so much. So that's something that I'm going to sort of bring to my classroom, where the students can clean. You know, we always do a little cleanup, but these kids clean. Like there was vacuums and sweepers, and they cleaned the desks, and they did everything, and it was just such an incredible show of responsibility. Okay, last but not least, financial. So set financial goals. Yes. Seek out grants. That might be something that I might be looking into. I really need to budget. Yeah, I need to start like we've budgeted, but re-budget, because things have changed, and then look into more like financial goals, plannings and savings and all that stuff. All right, so that is all for day one. So what we're going to do, we've looked at what self-care we're interested in. This is for day one. When you go, if you are in and you have my journal and you are working on August, this is when you flip to the month. So it could be September. I'm not really using this for August, to be honest, but if I flip to September, it could be September 2. I've already gone through and put in all my days for my my board, so I know what's happening. But here it has all of the different self-care options. So this is where sort of the color come in. So I can do this in black. So physical, I want to work out, let's say, I'm gonna say 3 times a week, just for startup. I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna drink 2 of those things, 2 of those crazy water bottles. So 80 ounces, it's ounces, right? So I'm gonna flip back. Physical, I want a meal prep on Sundays. What else? I should do that. Schedule fitness. I'm not going to school yet. Maybe just come up with like a stretch. This is a lot, but a stretch routine for me and my students to always do. I'm just gonna go through this quickly. So if I'm gonna work out 3 times a week, so I'm gonna look at my August. Today's actually the 6th. So we're here. Well, I'm here. I don't know where you are. But if let's say I'm gonna work out 3 times a week. Let's say I'm gonna work on, we're gonna do upper here. Oops. We're gonna do lower here. And then we're gonna do yoga. Right? So I'm actually scheduling it in the right color. So it's red, right? Every day I'm gonna do water. So on Sundays, I'm gonna meal prep. So on Sunday, I'm gonna go meal prep, right? And I can do that for each one. And then maybe tomorrow I'm gonna come up with a stretch routine that we're always gonna do in my class, just so it's repetitive, right? So then I'm gonna go to emotional. So what's emotional? Meditation, check-ins, hobbies, journaling, affirmations. So those are mostly, I think, a daily thing, I think. So, so I want to meditate. I want to journal, like the happy faces. So again, every day has like how I'm doing. So I want to write down how I'm doing, and that's sort of my journaling. I'm also gonna have like a bullet journal where I write down everything that's on my mind. I forget. Hobbies, affirmations. So maybe I just come up with like AM routine for these things. Like maybe I wake up and I meditate and I say my affirmations, and that's my routine. So AM routine. So I want to, my pen's dying. So I just want to set up that routine. Like, how is that going to go? Social, teacher support group. That's what I'm trying to do with us. Professional development conferences. That's something that I'm really interested in, especially the ETFO ones and stuff like that. More outings. Yeah, so that's me and my family try to do a hike each week. So maybe Saturday we do a hike or something outside, right? Something naturey to get outside once a week. And then maybe I can plan like coffee with friend, right? And I can text them and like we can plan it out whenever they're free. Intellectual is reading books, learning, all that stuff. So I do need to set up my startup and shutdown routines, advocate, regular breaks. Oh, professional. Oh, I skipped. Sorry. Educational books and reflecting. So that for me, I'm always reading educational books. I usually have a fiction and a nonfiction going. So that's something that I don't really need to focus on. That's, what color is that? That's pink. So I would say maybe 2 books, maybe a month, per month, maybe. Right? It's all about you. Like totally customize it to what you want. Spiritual. So we already talked about nature, gratitude. Gratitude could be something. Spiritual is purple. So I want to set up with the AM plus gratitude. That would be good to set up. Gratitude. And of course, mindfulness and hikes. So we've already sort of talked about that a little bit. Professional. Yeah, having actual breaks. Maybe this is yellow. So I need to set timers for off phone time. So that sounds stupid because I'm going to put it on my phone to not go on my phone, but you know what I mean? Yeah, and I need to do the startup shutdown. So that's like how you start your day, how you shut down your day. Just it should be a routine so it feels really calming. Environmental. I am working on plants. Calming. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So there's a lot of things that I'm working on right now. Oh no, I lost my spot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we need some plants that I'm working on, and calm corner that will be coming. And then financial grants, financial goals. So we need to budget. Can't spell, guys, can't spell. Budget, save. This also could be how much you want to spend on your class or don't want to spend, right? Maybe you're saying like, I'm not spending any money on my classroom this year. That's great. Or I'm going to spend $1,000 on my class. Great. Like whatever is comfortable to you. Okay, so that's the end of part 1. I hope this was super helpful. Going forward, we'd hit every month and we'd go through and we'd, schedule that self-care in. And that's why this is all here for you. Thanks for following along with part 1. Make sure you do the work that you need to do. You can rewind or pause as much as you want, and make sure you move on to part 2. I hope this was really helpful. Let me know if you have any comments.